Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Founders Friday event. It's the last Friday of the month, so that means Founders Friday. So just a little introduction, usual insights briefing to tell you what's been going on, what I've been up to this month, and some of the things that are coming up in the weeks ahead that I think you might be interested in. So interesting month for me this month. Been in quite a reminiscent, nostalgic mood all week, I think, because all month really, because last week should or would have been the fifth year of doing the annual 5-day Newcastle Startup Week festival. So we always used to do it in the same week every month. So since every year, sorry. So since 2017, 2018, 2019, we always did a big physical 5-day event. Obviously couldn't do that last year because of COVID, so did it all online, which went really well, and repeated it again in September. And then because of those events working so well, decided to keep the private online Startup Week community Facebook group going. I really miss events. You know, it's been popping up on my Facebook timeline around in the days and leading up to and throughout the week and the days since. Really, really lovely to look back at all the amazing things that we did over the years at the physical events, which I've been sharing on my personal Facebook page timeline, but also inside the Facebook group. And but yeah, a little bit sad at the same time, you know, because I really miss bringing people together and the buzz and excitement that you get from physical events. So it has got me kind of thinking, you know, maybe we could do another event again. Obviously not at the same scale, and it depends on legislation and safety because of COVID and things like that. But yeah, I want to know what you think. Would you think it was a good idea to do some events again, even just on a very small scale? Starting with Founders Friday, I've started getting out about a little bit more, having face-to-face meetings, and I'm reminded just how much I love doing that and the energy that I get from other people, and that I think that I give to other people when I meet them face-to-face. So yeah, so that's just a bit of an update on there. I have written some blogs about the 5 years of Startup Week. So if you go on the website, you can read that. And if you go to newcastlestartupweek.com/tribes, TRYBES, I wrote a long article there about the origins, like why I started the business back in 2016, how I've been doing things since then, and what I'm doing now, and what you can do to benefit from all the work that I've been doing over the last 5 years. So if you haven't read that, I encourage you to check that out, because it talks about where we're at now, or where I'm at now with Newcastle Startup Week and Tribes, what I'm trying to do with that, and how you can get involved with that, or how you can support what I'm doing. So yes, another thing I'm going to do today, I'm going to share a couple of presentations, but I'm also going to pop back on here a little bit later. We've been trying out just informal drop-in sessions through what's known as a room in the Facebook group. So Facebook has their own version of Zoom, which they call rooms. So I know quite a few people have been doing them. We've been doing them usually on the first Monday of each month on an evening, and also the first Thursday of the month in an early morning. We're not getting huge numbers, but the people that are joining, it's really nice just to have an informal chat and bounce ideas around and see what everyone's up to, and usually just kind of like motivate and cheer each other up and answer any questions that each other has. So I thought, well, why don't we just include that as part of Founders Friday? The physical events obviously used to have coffee breaks and lunchtime breaks where a lot of conversations would happen, and really miss the serendipitous conversations that you have. So today at 12 o'clock, I've already scheduled it inside the Facebook group. If you're around, I'm going to be in there from 12 o'clock onwards. I'll be in there from at least 12 till 12:30. But if people want to stay a bit longer, then that's cool. And then, yeah, if no one's in, that's fine. But I'm going to be in there for half an hour at least, maybe up to an hour. So I've set aside from 12 till 1 if you want to drop in and just say hello and talk about what you're up to, and find out what other people are up to as well, the other members of the Startup Week community. So plan on doing that let's see if we can do that every month now as part of Founders Friday. Something else I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen now. So I'm going to bring this up. Okay. If you go onto the website, if you go to newcastlestartupweek.com, and if you go into the blog, you'll see, as well as the usual content on there, blogs and videos. See on the right-hand side here, there's a little ad that I put there for something called Leverage Your Business. So I'm just going to go into there, and hopefully that'll come up. Yeah. Okay, so you'll see that likely person. Basically what this is, Leverage Your Business. There's an organization or a group of organizations have come together under a program called Supply Chain Northeast. And they've asked me to create a brand new program, a 3-week program, which is free, fully funded, free business support program. And after bouncing around a few ideas, they've seen what I've been doing through Startup Week, obviously, and the 5-star focus program and all the other activities I've been doing. So I've created this thing called Leverage Your Business. And it's basically, I'm really excited about this because this is something that I'm obviously really passionate about, and I think really knowledgeable about, is how to leverage your skills, your knowledge, your experience in your network to grow your business. So you can read all about it, but I'm saying here it will help you over the 3 weeks. It'll help you understand what your unique selling proposition is, what sets you apart from your competitors, how to build your brand, grow your reputation, and turn online engagement into new opportunities in sales. Because even myself, I do have quite a lot of followers on social media, but over the years, sometimes I'm a bit guilty of just putting stuff out there and not necessarily converting that into business. And a lot of what I do is I want to share knowledge and information with others that I think will benefit them. But sometimes I do want to convert that into a tangible sale. I do want to turn that into money in business, and there's nothing wrong with that because I'm not running a charity. I do need money to keep myself going. So this is basically going to help you understand kind of what your place in the market is, how you can do that, how you can raise your profile and amplify your reach. And over the 3 weeks, the first session, it's going to be like a 3-hour session on Thursday, the 10th of June. And it's all about positioning yourself and your business. So where does your business fit in the market? Are you clear on what you're offering, how and why? What do other people think and say about you and your business when you're not around? And then once you've got clarity around that, it'll be easier for you, your colleagues, if you have any, your partners, and even clients to recommend and refer work to you. The next session is all about growing your audience and building your brand. So that's the week later on Thursday, the 17th of June. So once you're clear on why you're in business, how you do things, and what you can offer, this session will help you understand what channels, online and offline, might be the most effective for reaching your target audience, building your brand, and generating leads. And then the final session is all about converting interest into sales on the 24th of June. So I'm basically saying too much networking online and offline is not working. So just because you're networking or you're doing social networking doesn't necessarily mean that it's working. Okay, so you've got to be careful not to spend all your time networking or putting content out there and not actually turn it into sales. So how can you generate qualified leads through inbound marketing and convert online engagement into tangible sales? So basically explaining what inbound marketing is and different methods available, how to do social selling in a way that feels natural to you, how to structure your days or weeks to be more effective, how to measure what's working and stop what isn't, and basically why Shy Ben's getting out. So if you're interested in this, Supply Chain Northeast, they're managing the registrations, but there is a short registration form here. We're aiming for 10 people or business owners or business leaders. It could be sole traders, freelancers, micro business owners, SMEs. Don't have to be business owners. There can be people working for businesses as well as employees. But we're looking for 10 people. Apparently 8 people have already registered for these workshops. So there's definitely 2 more spots available unless they've gone now. But if there's more than 10 people register, we're going to run the program again. So the best thing to do if you don't want to miss out is to go on and register your interest as soon as you see this, and then we can add you to the list. But I'm really excited about this because it's something brand new. No one else is doing anything like this in the Northeast. I think I've got a lot to share, and I love talking about these topics with people. And they're the sort of things that a lot of people ask me about. So this is the first time that I've been able to put it all together into a succinct program. Okay, so yeah, so you can get to this page from the blog. So any page except for the homepage on the Newcastle Startup Week website has a little ad on the right-hand side, or you can just go to newcastlestartupweek.com/leverage, and it's got its own dedicated landing page for that. Okay, other things on here I'm just going to talk about. I'm going to thank, I've got some new partners for the Newcastle Startup Week website and everything that I'm doing. So some of you might have seen I've already been talking about. So each of these logos, if you want to find out more about them, just click on the logo, the little ad, and it will take you through a dedicated page. So Northland Digital is a really amazing company based in Middlesbrough, and Graham, the founder and the CEO, he's been busy building the business, winning clients in London and the Southeast, and then north, showing the work back up to Teesside. And what they do, they specialize in IT, tech, and digital projects. So very specialized in fintech, financial services, but they also work with startups as well at bringing ideas to life. So if you've got a tech or a digital project that you need some help or some advice with, check out Northland Digital. Really amazing company, fast growing, really exciting what Graham and his team are doing, and really passionate about the Northeast and Tees Valley. Another organization, Fat Green Consulting. So Nick and his wife Annie. So Nick is very experienced in the executive search industry, had his own company based out in Hong Kong, met his wife Annie out there, and she's a very experienced investment banker, worked as a CFO in Asia and America. They've come back to the UK. Nick is originally from the Northeast. They've come back to the UK. They're currently based in Yorkshire to set up a new company called Fat Green Consulting. And what they do is they specialize in business protection. So a lot of you will be familiar with insurance, so things like professional indemnity insurance, or public liability insurance, or employers liability insurance, which tends to protect the business against things that might go wrong. But what Nick and Annie specialize in is business protection, which I guess is a bit more aimed at the business owners themselves. So things like key person protection, business loan protection, relevant life protection, and shareholder protection. So if hopefully, fingers crossed this doesn't happen, but if something happened to you, the business owner, or one of your partners, or your co-founders, what would happen to the, how could you protect the business and ensure that could keep on going whilst you were out of work or incapacitated, or what sometimes happens is the shares of somebody, if unfortunately they get ill or they die, the shares could get passed over to a spouse or another family member. Or what happens then? Can the other co-founders buy those shares at the market at the correct value, or does the other family member hold on to them and potentially disrupt the whole company? So Nick and I have done a really good interview there where Nick explains the benefits of business protection, which I'd encourage you to look at, to watch, or at least check out the website. And Nick's doing a free, no obligation 30-minute call or Zoom chat with anyone that's interested and wants to know more about that. Blue Sky, a lot of you will be familiar with Blue Sky. So Blue Sky are my accountants. I've been working with them since 2018. So originally I was operating as a sole trader for the first 2 years. Then I became a limited company, and I've been working with Blue Sky ever since. They've been sponsors and supporters of the Startup Week events since 2017. great guys, love the team, really supportive of me personally and professionally. And they've launched a thing called the Blue Sky Startup Club. And what this is, if you're in your first 12 months of trading, you can sign up for the startup club. And what that is, it basically gives you all the key kind of components that a typical business would need in their first 12 months for just £150 plus VAT a month, which is a great price because most accountants will charge a lot more than that for what they're offering. And these guys are really passionate and knowledgeable about startups. They understand the startup world inside and out, and just a fantastic company to work with, based in North Shields, but also operating all over the UK. So they have a really great contacts and network that you can tap into and expertise. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is just email them. There's details at the bottom. You just have to email startups@bluesky, so BLU sky.co.uk, and if you just quote Newcastle Startup Week. But if you go on the website, you can find out all about that. And there's some really interesting and useful videos from Dave, one of the co-founders, at the bottom there as well. Some other things, if you go on the website, on the right hand side here, I've got some products here that I'm recommending. So these are products that I use myself. So HubSpot, massive fan of HubSpot. Of all the things that I've probably done since starting my own business in 2016, using HubSpot, using the HubSpot CRM, the customer relationship management tool, and the marketing tools around that is definitely one of the best things that I've done in terms of, I basically couldn't run the business without having HubSpot, because it's a way for me to, it's basically a way for me to store all of my new or potential customers, my clients, my partners into a single CRM. And then from that, I can keep on top of all of my communications and run all my marketing campaigns. I can send emails in bulk to many. I can send them individually. I can segment people into different lists and send them different messages accordingly. And there's a lot of automation goes in there as well. But have a look at that. Have a read about why I think it's such a good product to use. You can sign up for the HubSpot CRM tool for free. It's free forever. You only have to pay if you upgrade to the paid for marketing tools, and what they are is basically if you want to remove the HubSpot branding from the email marketing and the forms and other tools that you get there, you have to pay. I think it's on offer at the moment. It's normally £42 a month for up to 1,000 contacts. If you wanted to send emails to 1,000 people per month, it's £42 a month. But I think they've got an offer on at the minute where it's only £38 a month. But what I would do is I would recommend that you sign up for the free tool first, the free CRM first, have a play around with that, and then when you're familiar with it, then upgrade to the paid for tools if you think that you need it. But if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a link to sign up. But also, if you want a bit more help or advice on how to do that, then you can fill out that form there. And basically, I'm what's known as a HubSpot solutions provider. And so that basically means that I've got access to certain tools and resources. I can also, I've got access to the HubSpot team, and I can also help you. I can help you get set up on HubSpot CRM or any of the other features or products that you might need help with. And because I'm using it on a daily and weekly basis, then there are things that I know that might be just faster, a lot faster if you work with me. So if you're interested, just fill out that form, and then I can give you a call or can arrange a little Zoom chat where I can talk you through some of the things. Some other products that I'm recommending here. So Sage Accounting. So if you're not using any accountancy software at the minute, a lot of people use spreadsheets. But if you want to have a more professional way to keep on top of your cash flow, to raise invoices, to keep on top of your money, Sage Accounting is a really good product. Normally it has a free 30-day trial, but they've actually got a special offer on at the minute where you can get your first 3 months completely free if you sign up. So if you just click on that little ad on the right-hand side, that'll take you through to a special page where you can sign up for 3 months. Google Workspace as well. I know a lot of people, well, they know what Gmail is and they might use Google Drive or Google Docs. But if you want professional email, professional looking email address, so if you want, like I've got paul@newcastlestartupweek.com. So I pay for Google Workspace. And what that does, I do have other email providers that I use for different businesses, but I do think that the Google Workspace is the quickest and easiest way to get set up. Gives you access to all kinds of like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, increased cloud storage, obviously your own professional email. You can, if you click on this referral link here, you can get a free 14-day trial of Google Workspace. And then if you email me, paul@newcastlestartupweek.com, I've got some special codes, some special promo codes. I've got up to 100 to give away, and that'll give you a 10% discount off Google Workspace for your first 12 months. I think at the minute it's only about £3 or £4 per person. So if you just had a one-person business, you could get Google Workspace for one person for just a few pounds. So have a look at that and see what's available. Who else have we got here? Oh yeah, Sprout Social. So some of you will have heard of Sprout Social or Hootsuite, or there's various other platforms that you can use to manage your social media accounts. But Sprout Social, I think, is fantastic in not only helping you manage your social media accounts, multiple social media accounts, but also has a really neat content calendar feature built into it, so you can plan all of your content and schedule things in advance. But it also gives you lots of really in-depth analytics and reports and recommendations, and also some content suggestions that you might want to include in some of your posts. So you can sign up for a free trial of Sprout Social via that link there. I encourage you to check that out. And then the last thing here, EKM. I know a lot of people are thinking of selling online, or they might already be dabbling a little bit with it. And there are lots of different ways you could do it. You know, you could use other platforms out there, but you might need a developer to help you integrate that into your website. Or if you're not particularly technically savvy, or you just haven't got the time or the inclination to do it, EKM, which is based in Preston in the Northwest, is the #1 provider for online shops. And they've got a really great package where you basically have everything that you need to start selling online from a low monthly price. It's normally a 14-day trial, but you can sign up for an extended 28-day trial by using the special link, the special advert on the right-hand side of every page on the Startup Week website, except for the homepage. So if that's of interest to you, check it out, sign up, and I'm looking to add more special offers, deals and discounts to the website and inside the Facebook group over the coming weeks. Talked about content, loads of good content. Oh, the other thing as well, if you haven't already, you can sign up for the newsletter. So I know a lot of you, it's because I've already done this, but if you, let me see, if you just go onto the website, and if you scroll down halfway down the website, a little pop-up will appear, which will invite you to sign up for the newsletter. So I've started sending weekly newsletters out, usually on the every Monday, just with the latest content on the website and events that are coming up and things that I think might be of interest. So latest blogs, latest videos, events, any special offers that I think people who are interested in starting or growing a business in the northeast of England would be interested in or should know about. So if you, obviously inside the Facebook group, you can get that. If you're a member of the community, you can follow us on social media. You can go on the blog every week. But if you wanted an email newsletter to come through, then you can sign up for that if you're not already getting any newsletters. The last thing I'm going to talk about here is 5-star focus program. So a lot of you will know that I've been doing this 5-star focus program. So one-to-one coaching. I've been doing this every month since January. So meeting people face to face, giving business startup advice or business growth advice is something that I love doing. And whenever someone becomes a member of the Startup Week community, I always invite them to have a one-to-one with me over Zoom. And I've been enjoying them a lot. And usually I can help fix a problem or signpost people or give them some advice. It's going to help them progress in their business in some way. But an hour, most people need more than an hour. And I've found I'm meeting quite a lot of business owners who might have been in business for a little while, but they're just a bit stuck. They don't know how to take things to the next level. Maybe they've lost their mojo. They're feeling a bit unfocused, lacking motivation or direction. So I've created this thing called the 5-star focus program. And basically, it's one-to-one business coaching over 5 consecutive days. And it's based on the same 5 themes as Newcastle Startup Week. So Monday's inspiration, Tuesday's getting started, Wednesday's funding and finance, Thursday's growing and scaling, Fridays keep going or pivot. And the way it works is we book in a 1-hour one-to-one Zoom chat, usually on the morning at a time that's convenient for them. But it can be later in the day, it can be afternoon, it could even be evening if that was more convenient for you. We have the one-to-one consultation every day. The first one is all about inspiration. So we talk about what motivates and inspires you, why you start your own business, what motivates you and excites you, what you hope to achieve this week, this month, this quarter, this year. And off the back of that conversation, I then create a Trello board, which is like an online series of online to-do lists. So you have your own Trello board, which and I'll fill that out for you with a list of tasks for you to do and me to do, working alongside you every day that week based on these 5 themes. So the Trello board set up, you can access it, I can access it. Across the week, we'll work towards those tasks. The idea being that we'll complete some of those tasks, or as many as we can. By the end of the week, you'll have achieved more in that week than you otherwise would if you were just on your own. And I'm there to basically hold you to account to what you've said you want to do and help remove any distractions and keep you focused. And I'm getting some fantastic feedback from the people that have taken part in the program. I love doing it. I'm trying to limit it to only doing it 1 week of the month. So I have been doing it usually on the 2nd week of the month, but I'm basically, if people want to do it any other time, I'm being a bit more flexible now. So best thing to do, if you go on the website, look at the 5-star focus program, read what it's all about. And if you're interested, you can just book onto it. At the bottom of the page, you can just book on straight away. Or you can email me if you've got any questions, you want to talk about it a bit more, you can give me a call. If you're not a member of the Startup Week community, it's £500 per person for the 5 days. If you are a member of the Startup Week community, it's only £425. So to get that discount, you need to email me for a special link. But if it sounds interesting to you, get booked up. The next available dates, I'm a bit busy in the week after next, but I am going to make myself available between the 14th and 18th of June, probably in the afternoons instead of the mornings. And then following weeks, it'll be in the mornings or afternoons as well. So yeah, get booked on or spread the word if you know anyone that you think would benefit from that. Just want to say, I'm going to come out of here. I'm going to close that down. Let's have a look. I'm going to stop sharing and come back here. So I mentioned before at the start that I've been last week I was really enjoying getting out and meeting people face to face. So I've been into the last couple of weeks. I've been into Hubspot co-working space. Really miss being in there in the thick of things. I've had breakfast meetings with people. I've been out and about. I've been for coffees. I've been for lunches with people, and I've been reminded how much that is a big important part of who I am and what I do. So I've felt that it's a bit of a buzz phase known as a bit of a super connector, but I haven't felt as super connected as I was before COVID. But I definitely feel like my super connector, superpowers are returning just from being out and about again. So one thing, last week I did go to the new Inside Hotel on the Quayside, which is an amazing hotel. I went for a tour, a look around in February. I've been dying to go back since it opened. And we stayed there on Wednesday night, had a lovely lush time in the hotel on the Wednesday night. And my parents came over and met us as well for dinner. So highly recommend the hotel, highly recommend the restaurant. And later this afternoon, I'm going to pop back down there for a meeting with the sales and events manager to talk about potentially doing some things there, maybe some Founders Friday or some other events at the Inside Hotel. I'm going to be there from 3 till 4. So if anyone wants to pop down for a drink, a pint or two, I'll be in there from 4 o'clock onwards. So I'd love to see you there. It is a really great place. They've got a lovely bar inside, but they've also got a really nice outside area overlooking the Tyne as well. So hopefully see you there. Just talking about meetings as well, bit controversial. I know not everyone's into it, and it's took me a long time. I've thought long and hard about whether I should do it, but I actually got my COVID vaccine last Friday, and I went to the Centre for Life. Went really impressed with how quick and easy it was to get done, get booked up and get the vaccine. I don't feel euphoric about it. I'm not like, I don't feel amazing. I'm not like preaching to everyone that they should get it. But for someone who is all about community, collaboration, connectivity, bring people together, events, networking, business meetings, I just feel like it is something that I need to do for me, not necessarily for anyone else, but I feel happier that I've got it done, not only for myself to protect myself, but the people around me as well. I think it would be irresponsible for me not to get a vaccine if I'm going to be out and about meeting people and networking with people, and if I'm encouraging people to come together. So that's why I've done it. Everyone's got their own reasons whether they should or shouldn't do it, but I got mine done, and I'll be getting the second one done in July, I believe. So yeah, that's all I want to say about that. Yeah, and talking about events, I don't know. Like, let me know. Do you want to have some more events? Is it something that you're desperate to get back to? How would that work for you? Are you happy just doing online things, or do you really miss the face-to-face as well? Founders Friday, would you want it to return the way it was before, or would you want a mixture, like a hybrid event where it's in person but also online? And if we were to do another Startup Week event or a Startup Week-esque event, how would that work? And what would you like to see? What do you think's missing? And what do you think that I could do that no one else could do? So that's it. That's it for now. I'm going to end it here. There's going to be some more talks, like I say, and I'm going to be sharing some more. I think I'm going to do a book review of the Happy Sexy Millionaire book by Stephen Bartlett, who was a keynote speaker for Startup Week in 2019, and maybe one or two other things as well. But I'll be back in here if you want to join inside the Facebook group at 12 o'clock. If you look at the top of the Facebook group, there is a room. You just need to click to join that from 12 o'clock onwards. I think it only really works in Google Chrome for some reason, or Firefox. So yeah, if you just want to drop in for a bit of a chat, just to say hello over lunch, I'll see you there. All right. Thank you for watching. Okay. See you soon. Bye.